I'm going to try to play an intro. It's a good intro. I'm going to play it. I don't know. I'm on Restream, so I don't know how choppy. Just let me know in the chat if it's choppy, and I'll turn it off because I'm on Restream, so, and it's been acting strange. But anyway, I'm going to play the intro whether anybody likes it or not. It was made for me. Oops. Now, see, it doesn't even want to let me share screen. Oh, I don't like Restream. Okay, not gonna play it then. I kind of figured Restream. Very choppy. I hate Restream. So I'll be playing the videos that I want to play today because Restream is not cooperating and I'm not going to do it. Let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Alan. Hey, True Crime. Hey, Laugh at Life. Hey, Erie Lane. Christoph Van, always. Peace. How are you guys? How was your weekend? Mine sucked. My pool pump went just topped off Friday. My laptop stuck. I had no mouse pointer, so all I could do is hit the tab to go, and it would just go over so many spaces, but I couldn't do anything. So I had to spend hours with tech support, and then they finally gave up and just wiped it clean and reinstalled Windows drivers and all, which took freaking forever. That started Friday. So Saturday, my pool pump went. Saturday evening, my central air and heat unit conked out, which don't need heat right now, but here in Florida, you need that freaking air. Don't even ask. That was insanely expensive. And the dog got sick Sunday. So, yeah, it was a good weekend. It's very choppy still. Hey, Story Night. Hey, Kirby Barbie. Is the sound better? Yeah, I need a whole weekend do over. And on top of that, we were supposed to be taking the kids to Legoland, but all that happened. I'm still waiting on the pole pump. The longer it takes, the more it's going to take to get the pole right again because it's so freaking hot here right now. And without the water circulating. Anyway, so the Legoland trip, number one, it's just too freaking hot to be out in this heat all day long walking around an amusement park. That got put on hold till the end of the month. Hey, Headstones. So I wanted to see what was going on with the streets of YouTube. I know there's been a lot. Hey, Crazy Nurse. There's been a lot. And it's the same old, same old. Depends who you are, what accountability you got to have. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, I wanted to go over some beta, Miss Tata Head, but when you go to her YouTube, her channel is wiped clean. And with everything that's been going on, nope, I haven't had a chance to record anything. Oh, and then getting used to the kids' school schedule is a big adjustment. It was easy just getting one ready, A lot easier than two. I mean, I got him ready for VPK, but it's not the same as kindergarten because he's going all day and goes on the bus. So yeah. Yeah, true crime. This weather is. I've been in Florida 20 years, 21 years, and I swear this is the hottest summer like this where we actually had warnings to not even go outside. I don't ever remember getting warnings like that in all the years I've lived here. It's crazy. It just worries me because when the heat is like this right before the peak, the worst part of storm season, it can be a nasty storm season. But anyway, I went to old Tata Head, old Tube Top Tammy, that potato wearing. Anyway, there's nothing on her channel. Not a live, not a video. Well, she don't have video. She has podcasts listed, but nothing. It says this channel has no videos. So apparently she didn't lose it because if she'd have lost her channel, it would say that it'd be gone. So she must have just wiped it clean on me. That sucks. But okay. You're not the only fool to cover. I see Upchurch has posted several videos. He's on a roll. Yeah, it is suspicious. I don't understand it. Why would you? Because you got a strike? Well, hell, girl, it's about time. You've been threatening people for months, physically threatening them. You threatened to choke me, remember? You've threatened several creators numerous times. So, of course, it's going to catch up to you because you're going to threaten the wrong one and they're going to report you and you're going to get a strike. You knew that was inevitable. You knew it, but you kept doing it because you think you're Molly Jr. And no, you're not. Not close. But wiping your channel, I mean, I think you probably just privated them all. I don't think you deleted them all. But okay. Do you, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Clemson girl. Hey, Helen. Hey, Genty. Hey, Darby. Okay, so there's been a lot of stuff going on with the Colleen Bollinger alleged grooming stuff as well. I kind of was hoping she'd do another song we could have fun with, but apparently she didn't. But you got to admit, at least Toxic Train was fun. But let's go and see, who do we want to do first? Oh, Justin's still on all his Summer Wells every day on both channels, mocking that poor little girl. And in his stupid wig and I'm guessing moo whatever, granny gown, whatever. Hey, wishful thinking. Hey, Daisy Jones. Hey, CK Warala. Okay, so I didn't pre-listen to this, but Laura's, she doesn't like get like the glare. So I don't think I'll have to worry about muting. But I think I'm just gonna play the audio because if I don't, it'll be choppy. I'll try it, but I still think it's gonna be choppy. Maybe if we go in the house. Because the kids aren't home, so I can go in the house. But with Restream, it doesn't matter if you're literally hooked on, sitting on top of the Wi-Fi. I don't know what is up with Restream. It sucks sharing, at least for me. Other people can use it and have no problems. And I've used it before, and didn't have the problems that I'm having now. So I don't know. StreamYards was messing up today too for people. So maybe it's not even them. I don't know. It just sucks because I like to share videos, and which means now I got to carry all this stuff in the house. I'm too old for this. I'll just start with Laura. I'll try it and see what happens. Her video is "Where's the outrage? This is accepted by Hive members." What? You crack me up, Laura. You say you don't talk about nobody, but you literally talk about someone. I mean, they're your title. You can't have it both ways. Don't talk about people. See, it won't even load. Don't talk about people if you don't. I mean, you're going to get a response. Unbelievable. What is going on with the internet? Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just play it on my iPad. That's what I'll do. I'll watch chat on here and I'll play it on my iPad. I should be able to turn the volume up enough. Where you at, Laura? This is on her backup channel, the STFD and listen. I guess that's supposed to be cute. I'm not sure. Oh, she changed the title. No wonder I couldn't click on it. She changed the title. She changed it to STFD and listen reacts. Misery, which I'm guessing that's morbid. Deets, the glare, chasing, good Nunya, and who else? No one knows. And I think my stream just crashed. See, I hate restream. Can you guys hear me? I don't know what happened. It just like my picture, everything went away. I gotta go in the house. Restream isn't working right. I hate this. I cannot wait to go back to StreamYards. Couple days. All right, guys, I'm moving in the house because Restream's not working. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. It doesn't matter being inside either. And it's not my internet. Nope, it's Restream. All right, I'm going to go out and come back in, guys. You can hear me? All right, I don't know what's going on with Restream. It's not my internet. My internet signal's great. It's Restream. I'll just play it on my iPad and I'll watch chat on here. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I did that. But she changed this title. Huh. Okay, but she can't get pissed. Like I said, I'm going to play this on my iPad because it's not playing on Restream. So mind your own fucking business. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, I'll replay that. She's pissed off at somebody in her chat. That's for sure. She's pissed off at somebody in her chat. Hi, Al. I couldn't find you in other videos that I was looking at today to do that, what you requested. So I'll do it. I just don't want to do it live. All right, let's see. Oh, Laura got an intro on her second channel. Oh, Miss, I don't like intros. Wow. She don't like the whole intro thing. She preaches that all the time. Oh, wait, she actually got a whole intro, people. Oh, I wish I could. Yes, she does. Wow. But she don't like intros. Or was that the end? Maybe that was the end. Okay. That was weird. All right, let me turn the volume up.
Hey, Cindy. Let me pull you guys up on YouTube. Let me shut this down. All right. Well,
Hey, Zero. Hey, Cashmere. Hey, Granny's watching. Let me know if you guys can hear this good. Yeah, she don't make no sense.
I totally give up on trying to figure out the algorithm. No matter what I do, I'm yellow. I will never make money on AdSense. I'm telling you.
Yeah, really wishful.
So, all right. So I decided to do a reaction video tonight to Dates on the Streets live earlier. And by the way, nobody took my challenge.
Your challenge?
And it's kind of sad. They can run their mouth, but they can't take my challenge. So, all right. I'm gonna wait till a little.
She's serious.
Because I don't really see my mods in here except Alexis.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh for a minute. She's actually serious. Wow.
What's up, Margaret? Yeah, nobody took the challenge. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why they didn't take it, I have no idea, but nobody took it.
I don't even know what it was. Don't care.
Yeah, I haven't heard a peep out of them, but I think part.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I think I listened to part of that. I don't know. Don't care. I mean, why would you take a challenge from Laura anyway? Who would even take it seriously? Well, we don't. I hope she's going to tell us what the challenge was because I don't know.
That is, they're so wrapped up in the Glarus stuff.
Like
and
you?
There's a lot of things that Good Nunya said that I absolutely agree with.
Get out.
There's a lot of things I heard that I thought was ridiculous. So we're going to get into all of it. The challenge was for all the people that run their mouth about me about, oh, I'm such a liar. So prove it. Stop running your mouth and fucking prove it.
Deal. You got it. I'll take the challenge. I will take that challenge because I have several clips of you backtracking on things you've said. There you go. Done.
And if you can prove it,
I can.
I will give to a charity. I will give to your charity, your favorite charity, and vice versa. And nobody accepted the challenge.
Well, what are you giving here? What are you talking?
Clear and morbid they're preoccupied with. Exactly. So I only listened to like the first, I would say like the first 40 minutes of Dietz's live.
You mean when you was on there?
And some of what you would think would shock me didn't shock me. And some of the things that you would think wouldn't shock me actually did. So I hope everyone's doing good tonight. I pull it up.
Pull it up. Come on. Okay. What would Laura have done if somebody would have stood up on that live and said, wait a second, I got a clip right here? That would have been epic. That would have been epic. She's going to donate subs money to a charity, but won't say how much money. Yeah, she won't say, she never said the amount either. Yeah, I'm not buying that. But just, hey, Tony, thanks for coming in, Al. I appreciate it. It was to show proof of what they were accusing her. No one could prove any receipts or provide any. No one even tried. I don't know. I did see part of that live, but I didn't see it all. I don't think. I think I left. I had to. I had things to do, but yeah. So no one said anything about that. She did say amount $50. Interesting.
Now, I do want you guys to know that since I'm doing a reaction video, I constantly have to mute and unmute. So there are going to be a lot of things that I'm missing because I'm not watching you guys from YouTube side of it, which I should, though. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on, I got an idea.
Okay, what?
I have a perfect solution. There we go. All right. All right, so Dietz's live is like 4 hours. So we're going to kind of skim through some stuff.
Oh, it was? I didn't know it was that long.
I was thinking earlier, I remember when you told me not to leave, that I had a voice. I thought Dietz could have used that encouragement. See, that's what somebody said earlier, that Dietz was upset or whatever. But I kind of skimmed through it live earlier, and I didn't see that.
Wait, you didn't see that? What live? What? I mean, I was there long enough for that. You clearly skimmed super fast. Super fast. Yeah, she was upset and pissed off with the whole community, the whole situation. She wasn't directing it at any individual. It was in a totality, in a whole. Wow, Laura. That's really, I mean, I get it, but that's skimming through pretty super fast. Laura Dietz could use you keeping her name out of your mouth. Yeah. Hey, Hills. Thanks for coming in. Hey, TT. Yeah. Laura. So you're not worried about the facts or getting the facts out there. You're just worried about the gossip and the drama. That's what you care about. Gotcha. But you're not a drama channel. Gotcha.
She was upset. So, again, I didn't hear the whole thing.
True crime time.
But, you know, you have to remember, too, I know that they claim they're not, but they're new to a lot of people in their chats. They're new. You know, Dietz may not be, quote unquote, new on YouTube because she said she was around before Queen Bee, but it's very hard to go from nothing to a couple hundred people in your chat. You don't know how to handle it. And they are new. There's a bunch of them that are new.
What?
And people want new. They don't want the same old fucking people over and over and over. So, what's up, Granny's Watch? See, Granny's Watching, I don't even see on streaming side.
Hey, Laura, Dietz has been around for quite a while. She handles her lives very well. Maybe you might not be able, but just letting you know that.
Hey, Johnny. So, again, if I am doing this side, if I'm doing reaction, I may not see you, so don't think I'm ignoring you, but I may not see it.
That I agree with. Sometimes it's hard when you got to constantly stop.
Hey, Sly. She's ready to give up completely. See, I didn't hear that.
Hi, KB.
Okay.
I agree, hey, true crime.
See, Granny's watching. Now I see you.
Hey, Granny's watching. You getting a big shout out. That's good. Laura will say that's a sub grab. Laura thinks everything's a sub grab.
Hey, Chasing, you have one part in tonight's stream, which I'm glad you're here. I'm going to ask you directly.
Oh, Lord.
Why did you say, and I'm going to assume that you weren't speaking about me per se, but you stated, and this is when I added you in the title, you stated, Dietz has had Laura on panel, Dietz has had Molly on panel, and I know I couldn't do it. I was like, what? Now all of a sudden, Tracy couldn't be on a panel with me? The fuck was that? So now that you're here, you can answer that. Because that took me by surprise. And I think you may have said it like wrong. But I did want to point that out and ask you that, because that kind of took me by surprise and it kind of hurt. But you said point out blank, you've had Laura on panel, you've had Molly on panel, and I know I couldn't do it. I was like, wow, okay. It is hurtful. These people make it out like I'm a fucking monster. So I thought that was fucked up. Hey, good Nuno.
Okay. Yeah.
I took it as her saying I have opposite sides on one panel. She's able to speak to so many people calmly and not let any issues interfere.
And that's what Dietz does try to do. And she does a very good job at it. Sometimes panels get messy. There's nothing you can do about it. Oh, I didn't add my ticker. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh. All right. It's not always easy, Lauren. You know that.
Okay. Why does everybody think I'm going after Dietz? Samantha, you're the third fucking person to say that. See, Samantha, let me just say this, Samantha. It's people like you
Hey,
that
B-Perks.
cause a problem. It really is people like you. Okay? Don't worry about how Dietz talks to me or anything. That's not your business. Me and Dietz get along just fine. This has nothing to do. It's Dietz's life that I'm doing a reaction.
Okay, Laura. Wait a minute. If you get along with all these people so fine, why are you doing videos slamming them? I mean, how does that work? Dietz tries to be the arbiter of drama that will obviously go south during a live. She has been around for a year, according to her. Hey, B Parks. A family, a familiar friend, and a sea of strangers. Hi, just another troll. All right, let's get back to ridiculous Laura.
Has nothing to do with me going after Dietz. So mind your own fucking business. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Banned.
Why are you always so angry? You know how much energy that takes to be angry day in and day out? Wow.
So tired of people fucking doing that. Exactly, Tracy. That's why I was a little shocked. I was like, why would she say that? And maybe because you are yelling and cursing from the beginning, just a guess. Who's yelling and cursing? I yelled and cursed at her. Meaning you may perceive she's part of the hive or those who don't particularly like you, but she doesn't get down that way. I know for me, I'm not sure how I'd handle it all for everyone. See, but maybe I'm different, Tracy, but the way I see it, people make it out like I am Satan, and I am not Satan. And
Hi, Muffin Mouse. You don't know what people are going to say or where the conversation will go with 8 people on panel. Hell, you don't know where it's going to go with 2 or 3 people on panel. It can go anywhere. Things happen. I know I've had a live plan that, and the person couldn't come up because of their signal. The bandwidth and stuff with the phone. And it sucked because, but, and then all the other times you can have just It can just go real south real quick. People's opinions, hey Joy, people's hey Courts, people's opinions, people's not always telling the truth, trying to stir things up. You just know it can go anywhere. I guess she doesn't do open panels like that, so she wouldn't even have that experience. I've never known her to anyway. I mean, once in a while, I think I've seen a couple times where she had one or two people up, but I've never seen her. Maybe she has. I don't know. Hi, Margot. Hey, Darby. Hey, Grandma Sherry. So, does she ever do open panels about that? Yeah, about stuff that has nothing to do with her. Also, you have nothing to do with any of this, Laura. You're involving yourself just to be involved. That's what she always does. She inserts herself into everybody else's situation, but then gets pissed when someone says anything. It blows my mind.
Creator. If somebody comes up on my panel that people don't like,
Yeah.
and I do like,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to have people bash them. Like, and I said this to Deets prior, 3/4 of the people in her chat that hate me, I've never seen in my entire life. That girl, Green, I don't even know who she is. Never had one interaction with the girl, ever.
Hey, leave Green alone. Green's pretty cool.
And, you know, has anyone tried to ask, well, why do you hate her? No.
Laura, I don't hate you. That would take far more energy than I'm ever willing to give you. Not wasting all that energy. I got too much to do. Hell, I'm old and I got little ones. And let me tell you, come the end of the day, I'm tired. I'm too tired for anything else. But look, maybe they just, I don't know if it's hate, Laura. Do you ever think maybe it's what you do, your actions, your words? I'm just curious. Because people can watch you that you don't know. I mean, it happens every day. And isn't there a thing called the bushes? Yeah, exactly, Ellie. Grain's cool. I don't get the thing with the grain issue here. Um, Laura gets triggered for a reason because maybe Grain's telling the truth. But yeah, okay, Laura. You just never think maybe it could be because of what you've done. Okay. I mean, granted, there are people that do that, that are loyal, or I don't even know how to. That there are some that will follow what it's life. It happens. It really does happen, and it sucks. But you haven't done that. Your chat hasn't done that. Interesting. Interesting.
It's hard to type, but I think Deeds is pretty unique in how she's able to
Hey, Daisy.
communicate with just about anyone.
And some people can.
Yeah, but why wouldn't she be able to? Honestly. I was hoping it wasn't Tracy. That's why I'm glad you're here to ask, that I could ask to, because, yeah, I was taken a little back by it. And the way that comes off, I mean, I don't know how everybody took it, but the way that comes off to me is kind of like the way I took it. And I'm not an insecure person at all, but certain people I know are adult enough that aren't like that. So that's why I was a little taken back. I was a little shocked. I was like, is she really catering to this bullshit? So thank you for being here so I can
Wait,
point that out.
So you think Dietz was catering to the bullshit? Okay. Well, that's your opinion. But, there is some people, Laura, that you have to just walk away. Because you can go do the back and forth, but you're not going to get anywhere. And, there's a tube top wearing potato that, potato head. exact definition of hurt. You just walk away because you're not going to get anywhere. It's and there are just some people like that, believe it or not. Yeah.
But I know it's probably past your bedtime. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Chasing Truth goes to bed by like 8:30 every night. So just so you know, if you ever want her on your panel, don't go live after like 7 because she's sleeping. Good Nanya, I agree. It's part of the things that I'm not angry. I'm a New Yorker. Go to any New York channel. That's how they are. That's how we are. I can't help it.
All right.
There is a reason, honestly.
You don't live in New
York. You took a nap today. There is a reason.
So you're angry all the time because you used to live in New York. Okay. That's your excuse. That's your reasoning. Well, I know plenty of people from New York. I lived in PA, grew up there, raised there. Went to New York a bit. No, I don't know people that act like this every day, Laura. Not that aren't angry every day, all day.
Then why real New Yorkers, ones that are born and bred in New York, go for speech classes and go to therapy in order to speak differently? There's a reason for it. Even actors have and say, yeah, but you guys don't come across angry. You just have weird accents. Big difference. I hate Boston accents, but you don't really have one. But I'm talking the ones that are hardcore Boston. It's like, just like hardcore New York.
Okay, but Laura, it's the way you do things. It's the way you say things and some of the things you say. And the way you sound, it's just total anger. It's not an accent because I'm from the Bronx or, I'm from Staten Island. It's anger. Yeah, bluntness. But hers goes beyond that. But you're right, Allie. Hey, blank screen.
And I'm also half deaf in one ear. So I sound like I'm speaking louder because I need to hear myself. And I've told people this in the past, that's why I speak so loud sometimes, is I'm not that I'm angry, but I literally can't hear myself. So, I mean, I hear myself, but I automatically just talk louder.
Okay, you can't have it both ways. You just said you can't hear yourself. Then you said, well, I can hear myself, but I just talk louder. So which is it? Anger management, I hear it works if you actually contribute to the process. Just a thought. Just a thought. But don't blame all New Yorkers because they don't all act like this.
And I try to not speak loud, but I'm definitely not angry. Like, I don't even think of YouTube once I walk away. And that's what people don't realize. And anyone that's ever spoken to me outside of YouTube knows this. Okay. So much better is not. So yeah, so when I get loud, people think I'm getting loud. I'm not really getting loud. I just sometimes I can't hear myself.
And I don't believe that you walk away from YouTube and you walk away, because isn't most of your exploding candle orders from your followers? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. It's just a question. But you don't walk away. Okay, why'd you stop? Start playing.
Well, I can hear myself, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Not really.
So I'm going to do something I normally don't do, but since two of the people, well, definitely one of the person that I'm going to be speaking about is in here, so it's only fair if I drop a link if they do want to come up. I don't know if they will, but where are we here?
Oh, by the way, I was reading Betty's responses she found all the pages. It's a lot. I got it yesterday, and I planned on going live last night with it, but my little girl, it didn't work. Anyway, I didn't redact names, so I don't want to dox anybody, but I might read some of it. Went over it. Makeup Mobster went over it some this morning, but it's Betty is unbelievable. Just, I'm telling you what, that lawyer's office is probably having some of the best laughs they've had in a long time. But let's get back to Laura. It's funny. It's not funny that it's being done because it's crap that it's being done. It's just her responses. The stuff this woman says is just, it's beyond. she, yeah, she's giving people a good laugh, and it sucks because it's costing Queen money and over bullshit. But eventually, Queen will get her judgment and get that money back, deservingly so. Betty deserves everything she gets behind this.
All right. So good on ya. If at any time you want to grab a link, you are like first up on this list. So yeah, I'm not one for. I'm talking like heavy Boston accents where the females are like, "I have to go park my car." Shit like I can't stand it. I'm on a porch with a loud fan, so if I need to outside, all right. I'm just saying, if you wanted to, fair is fair. So, all right, let me fast forward to the part we're at.
Okay, fast forward, Laura.
Oh, stare me if you.
Because you're working my nerves.
Great discussion.
Okay, let me fast forward.
Well, there's a lot of scamming
and I might speed her up a little bit. Because otherwise, we'll never get anywhere.
Watch that replay and was ready to see you being delayed with days.
I'm going to fast
I went back
forward.
and watched some of Morbid. I like Nanya, so I wanted to understand that part. Didn't change my mind about Claire. It seemed like two people who were shots. She's a really great creator. She sticks. The cat, and I tried. Okay, so let me give you guys a jump on what is actually going.
I'm going to fast forward.
100% correct. They're so. Do that on a stream, but on your own channel, you have to. A 48, 49, 50-year-old man get to make excuses for being an alcoholic. He's not a kid, ignore them, but
I'm not going to use those words. The lawyer letters are hysterical. Oh my God, yeah, I laughed. I needed a good laugh after everything breaking down this weekend. And I laughed. My husband was looking at me like, "Are you okay? What's so funny? You're looking at your iPad." I said, "No, it's what I'm reading." It was funny. And then to share the links and stuff that she shared. Oh my God. I'm just. And she expects to be taken seriously. That lawyer in no way threatened her. Not in no way. That is just standard procedure to mail out those letters. Miss Legal Eagle Betty doesn't know what the hell she's talking about.
Comments? We get comments like that. I get comments like that every day. You know what I do? Block and delete. Don't care. I went through comments last night. I was cracking up at some of these people. I was like, these people really need to stop focusing on me and get a life.
You mean like kind of the comments that you and your buddies leave on MMs all the time? Even saying stuff to be perks? I mean, you mean those kind of comments? Huh. Okay.
You guys know what you're getting when you go to Morbid. You know you're getting a. Oh, you do have feedback. You know what you're getting. You know you're getting a troll. You're getting a troll who's going to give you a show and troll and do all the and say raunchy, inappropriate things. You guys know you're getting that with Morbid, right?
That's true.
What's interesting about that is I was just listening. Sorry, I missed a lot because I got a phone call, so I missed a lot with 7-4. But what's interesting about that is someone mentioned that it must be exhausting for me to be fake on my channel, basically.
No, hold on. Now you missed what I said.
I just said, sorry.
No. What I said is I was having a conversation with somebody last night after I made my community post where I felt some type of way about you saying you manipulated, you played whatever, right? And so I felt some type of way about that. The person I was talking to was trying to. And I do not believe that Good Nunya took that wrong because I made it a point that what the hell is he talking about? So I don't think you took that wrong, Nunya. That is exactly how he said it. Trying to give me a different perspective. And they said, what if who you are, right, is really just like a douchebag asshole, right? So on Morbid, you get to cut loose and be free and do what you want, right? But on your page, because of your following or because of subs or whatever, you have to keep it a little bit more copacetic. That is exhausting. And so giving you that place to just cut loose and be free is absolutely fair.
And here's the interesting part of that. I heard that little clip of what you said about, well, I was actually even there during that portion about manipulation, and I took it as you misspoke and were saying that you're just tired of the
Can we hear it? Because I'm being 100%, I'm being 100% honest. I don't remember saying what you guys are saying. I'm not
He's
it, but I
declared did what Declare always does. He resorted to calling names and saying things that I don't think is appropriate. But, hey, Kelly Ford, I have it. I'm going to go over some of it. She should, you're right, you're crying, Don. She should do what her channel name says. But she doesn't. It's crazy. She's in. I mean, I'm old school. So, yeah, I don't think a man should talk to a woman the way he does. I guess it's more for me the anger, the mad, how mean and nasty he can get. That I don't think anybody, and I mean this, I think that's why I called it out when he did it to Hills. It's wrong when he did now. I mean, it's just, and it's just not those two times, it's repeated over time. I don't know. It wasn't, it's up to Nunya to deal with it, this was her situation and you got to respect however she does deal with it. But I just think he was wrong with it being so mad. I mean, no wonder him and Laura go at each other. They're both angry all the time. It seems. I mean, you got to be really angry. He gets really angry really quick. And you know what? Yeah, exactly. But like, what you're getting at Morbids. They're having a couple beers, having some fun. You know what you're going to get. So just don't go then if it offends you. As they say, alcoholic brain tells the truth. Yeah, hey, Cheesy. You're right. Yeah, I seen that pissed me off when he did that. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. And you know what? He got what he asked for. He asked for people. He didn't even ask. He downright screamed it. It was disgusting. There was no reason for him to go at Queen and stuff like that and go at anybody that follows the Hive. There's a lot of educated people in that live. You learn a lot. And there's a lot of good people that go up on panel. It was just wrong. I mean, I get it. He's fed up with the drama. He don't want to be part of the drama. Fine and dandy. But you could have handled it differently. That wasn't the way. You tell people to unsub you? They did. Oh, by the way, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. But yeah, I mean, you got what you asked for. And I just, yeah. And she said she did. Nunya said she went up there to talk shit. She said it. And they said it. Or Declare said it. But everybody knows that's what Morbid's doing. then why does he address it so much? Exactly. Why does he keep putting himself in it? He doesn't have to. That's his choice. But don't come out here blaming everybody else for what you choose to do. The things you said were wrong, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. He shouldn't have yelled at subs like that. He shouldn't have. He should have. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, I think a lot too. Most people are confused. Wait, where'd that comment go? And tired of all the drama. Please stop. Yeah, it gets to be too much. Grandma Sherry, you got to be the YouTube president, therapist, everything, because you could straighten it all out. I really, truly believe that. If they would just listen to you once in a while. I go back and listen to your lives. It's crazy. I should reload this because maybe it'll load right, because I'm reading a chat on the restream and it's not telling me. I hate restream. God bless anybody who gets it to work right, because I give up, man. The last two, this is the third time in a row that it's not worked right, and it's not my internet. He did say him and Queen didn't get along, but he is proud of her now. Yeah, he did. But he didn't have to go after the subs like that. I get there was people saying things in chat. I didn't see a lot of it. I seen bits and pieces of it. I heard more than I seen because I was busy doing stuff. But and I didn't catch none of this. And by the time I got to it the next day, he had to have edited it out because of what happened with the P stuff. So I didn't even see that part, that 2 hours and something. I left. I wasn't long into it. It was when Blair had other things to say. And they had that Wendy up. That's where I left after that. I left while that was going on. But you can't. You just don't. I mean, that just wasn't the way to talk to people. It just wasn't. I don't know. But that's just me. And it just seems it's not the first time. Yeah, he was just saying the ones who bring the drama. Yeah, he was. Like I said, I get what he was saying. I get what he was meaning. It was just the delivery. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Seen that a time or two. Yeah, several. Claire didn't want the drama-seeking subs. It was a moment. He knows they share subs. Yeah, I know. And that's what I mean. I totally get what he was saying. And I actually agreed with him. It was just the way the delivery of it maybe could have been. As far as what went on between him and Anya, that's between them. And how can I be mad at it if she's not? I mean, that's her choice. I personally don't like the word, don't think it should be used, some of the things that were said, but I'm old school. And my husband wouldn't talk to a woman like that. But that's just me. I do get what he was saying though. Just sometimes a delivery can make all the difference. But let's get back to Laura here. Where'd it go? Oh, iPad, come on. Codes on everything.
Does anybody know who has the clip of it?
I don't know.
I have a question. Does anyone in here like the Glera? Because if you do, I have a serious question. Why does a 48, 49, 50-year-old man get to make excuses for being an alcoholic? He's not a kid. This isn't a child. This is a fucking grown man. If you can't handle alcohol and you can't handle and you're going to black out and you can't remember, that is embarrassing. And I would never sit there and make excuses for him or justify it. Like, grow the fuck up, dude. You're not 12. You're not like some 21-year-old kid. Just grow up. And I don't know why any of you Deets, Nunya, why you guys are making excuses for this loser? That's my opinion, and I stand by it.
Okay. Okay. I'm not qualified to tell him he's an alcoholic. Do I think I don't want this mic to be too loud? I have to turn it up for the video. I don't want to blow you guys out and be too loud. Hi, rapper. I I'm not a, I'm not qualified to make that determination. Do I think that he overdrinks? Absolutely. Really not my business though. Um, I he owned it. He literally owned it. On he did a live. Morbid was there. Yeah, I went in and watched some of it. Um, he owned it. He owned it. We're getting ready to see here on Deets, so you'll see, Laura.
Like I said, I'm not denying it. So that I have better context and I can explain myself better, maybe. To be fair, that's all.
And Mrs. Peacock, you do. People do have the right to be upset when these men are so disrespectful to women and people, period. I agree. That's why I'm saying, like, if you are going to be offended by what people say on a Morbid's channel, I just wouldn't go to his channel at all.
Sometimes I get offended on Morbid's channel.
So now why, this is what I'm saying. This is what infuriates me, okay? Why, I agree with what Deed said. If you don't like Morbid, don't go to his channel. I've been preaching this for a long time. Why doesn't that apply to me? Why don't I get that same love and grace that if you think she's angry, then just don't watch her. But instead, it's constant bashing of Laura with shit that they can't even prove.
Okay.
So, and
okay, first off, you're right. You know what you're going to get in Morbid's channel, and if you don't, you find out fairly quickly while you're there, and it can be a lot of fun. I'm not against Morbid. I think he's cool. He owned it, Laura, but you bring the drama. Then you quit making videos about people. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street here. Do your part.
Drunk. So I just want to know, why can't I get that same fucking grace? That same, haha, well, if you think she's angry, just don't go to her channel. No, instead I get constantly talked about with lies right in her chat. I'm just curious. Wrong gender, exactly. That's the kind of shit that drives me nuts. Why is it okay for Morbid, but you can't say the same thing about me?
Very well said, True Crime Dime. Thank you. No, I don't. I don't put restrictions. I don't. You people follow whoever you want to follow. You sub to who you want to sub to. You watch to you watch who you want to watch. That's not my business. You're grown adults. I'm not your mother. I like having different opinions and different feedback in chat. And I will never, ever tell you if you sub to someone or you watch someone, that's it. Don't come around. I'm not going to do that. I don't have the right to tell you that. You're your own adult, your own boss.
I mean, I do too. I leave quite a bit because some of the stuff I'm like, that's
like, you can see me on his panel sometimes just going, oh my God, dude, what the fuck? Why do I keep doing this to myself? But the thing is
And Christy, I will agree with you, except for the point that people are making excuses for him. And that's where I'm saying, if it's a personal issue where you don't want to label him, that's perfectly fine. But people then can't make excuses for him being drunk. That's my point.
Wouldn't ever, I don't regret 1 second of it. Ever,
I don't
because,
think I don't think anybody was making excuses though.
Has become one of my dearest and closest friends in the last year. So, yeah, I realize that he's pushing boundaries. But the thing is I enjoy that.
We both are, yeah.
Totally. And I enjoy doing it. It's fun. I'm not going to deny it, and I'm not going to apologize for it, because sometimes we're just saying things just for the sake of.
Oh, the
shock value
coming up. They haven't been heard yet.
And that's you're saying them just for the sake of saying them for shock value. People know that are familiar with Morbid's channel. They know. And Laura, why are you so bent out of shape about this? It didn't happen to you. You weren't even there. I mean, okay, we'll keep going.
Being outlandish, you know.
I agree with Kelsey here. She said that whatever happened in Morbids almost seemed like it was a situation coming to a head. It didn't happen gracefully, not shocking when people are upset. I'm done with all of it personally. I agree. It did feel like there was a lot coming to a head and a lot went down. There's a chunk I have missed because, he had to delete the end. I did hear clips of those last 2 hours, but not the full last 2 hours.
Something happened. I don't, I'll let him discuss it if he wants, but something happened on his channel where he had to delete it, but it had nothing to do with me. And it had nothing to do with what I was saying. He was not saying or doing anything as far as.
Exactly, Beefbergs. Creators don't need to create hate for Laura. I mean, just no one has me hate anyone. I honestly don't hate anyone because I'm just not giving you that much energy. I don't have that much extra energy anyway. People get their opinions. Well, I can't say that. Not all people do. But by your own behavior, by your own actions, by your own words. At least I do. What someone else says about you, I'm not going to judge you on if I didn't see it for myself. I mean, I watch you. That's all it takes.
Editing that stream to protect me, that I know of anyway. But I remember I woke up and I was just like, "Holy crap! I lost a bunch of subs."
Well,
significant difference in my numbers, and so I called up Morbid because the last thing I remember was talking to him and being on his channel. You know what I mean? So I was like, "What the hell happened? What did I say? What did I do?"
Okay, let me make this clear. It is no secret Blair is an alcoholic. He's tried to get sober.
Here we go again, Laura.
This is not like I'm pointing something at him. This is a known fact. So, and it goes back years.
Tony, if a creator you really like speaks badly about other creators, then some judge that way. And you're right, some do. You're right about that. Yeah, protect your own mental health. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I mean. She doesn't get it. I'm not hating on her. I'm just playing her video, her own words. That's not hate. But you can't, Gloria, you can't wake up and be shocked. You told people to unsub you. So they did. But you probably got it back and then some because you had a lot of people in your chat. I mean, you did good. I'm not going to lie, you did good.
So I don't want anyone to think I'm labeling him with no, reason or that.
Yeah, exactly, Denise. The anger's there with or without the alcohol. Some do judge that way, but they're easily swayed the other way in a week. Those who think on their own see what I'm talking about. Exactly, B-Bergs. Exactly. He manipulates us and to unsub, trying to dictate who we follow. Oh, then if I have to choose, it won't be the person who makes me choose. Yeah. No one has a right to do that to no one. I mean, I guess he has a right to tell he doesn't want the drama in his channel. I get that. I totally understand that. But then keep yourself out of the drama. It's that simple. I mean, really, he has every right to not want pot stirs or whatever he calls them, drama subs. It's his channel. He's entitled to that. But also then that means you can't do the drama either. Laura's biggest problem, she makes pronouncements as truth. And when she has no facts, she opens herself to defamation suits all the time. Yeah. That can happen, as we see right now. It's going on. And I'm sorry. Queen Bee did not do anything to warrant this lawsuit. She did not. It's crazy. I mean, it's just beyond. And there are some on here that have done things that can be sued. And you all know who, especially one that I can think of at the top of my head, and I'm sure you all know who I mean. There's a difference there. But Laura, she's lucky because she skims it. She does.
New. No, this is an old story with Clara. This has gone on for years,
Mm-hmm.
like probably long before half of you guys were even here. This goes back to Critical K, J is for Justice, like a long time ago. It's a known fact.
And then he told me that Queen Bee had gone live and just talked about me. I hadn't heard the live yet. I honestly hadn't planned on listening to it, but he told me that Queen Bee had gone live and whatever, and then addressed things that I said on Morgan's channel. So
yeah, I listened to, I want to say about half of it because it was pretty long, but I did get through about half of it. You're right. Truth is the truth, but opinions and perspectives.
You know what? I don't know who Shipwreck Beck is, but I'm going to find out because supposedly, K-Mash, there's going to be some tea released, some receipts released, and I'll probably have to catch it on a replay, so I hope she don't private it or thing. Oh, and I'm going to putting my video on private. I got one more little 10-second thing to take out of it. Oh my God, the first one taking that intro out. Oh, what a nightmare. It took YouTube forever. And then I figured out I could have just did both at the same time. Did one and then did the other. But it's my first time doing it, so I'm learning. But now I know. But hopefully that 10-second one won't take nowhere near as long. But that was last week's live. I just got around to it because I couldn't use my laptop for a couple days, then got it back, then had everything else to deal with. The swimming pool. It sucks I can't go swimming in this heat. I actually had to put the solar system on cooling because the damn pool started feeling like a hot tub. It's crazy. The heat's too much.
Are different. You're right. When I was saying that people's, their truth is their truth. The way Nunya, what I meant by that is like the way Nunya looks at that situation is her truth, and the way Blair looks at that situation
that's cool.
And her truth is still the truth.
I have absolutely no issues with Good Nunya, as a matter of fact. I don't know her that well. I don't know her content, if I'm being honest.
Well, you went pretty hard on her.
The shade. No, I'm just kidding.
You did.
You told her to go fuck her mother.
Yes, you did.
I tell a lot of people when I get mad to go fuck their mother.
Why though? But see, that's what I mean. Why do you got to resort to that? You don't have to resort to that to make your point. That's my issue. It's like you go to 0 to 100 so fast. The anger. I mean, I don't know. See, I just don't. Like I said, I'm old school, so. And Nunya did say she went up there to stir up shit. And he said the same thing, but he did. It did get really hairy.
Tracy Ann does as well, but it was rough to hear. I'm not gonna lie. I was only there,
and that's the other thing. So people are saying, and I've heard Tracy say it joking.
You know what, Margo? That was, I think, what was wrong with my daughter, because I was going to go live. Was it yesterday? Day before. I was going to go live, put her to bed and go live, but she had been having cramps all day, and they don't let them go out at recess because it's too hot. So they haven't had outdoor recess since school started. But I think she was just so overheated. And she just really wasn't feeling good. So I just laid in bed with her and cuddled her because she's only 8. She's still very much my baby. But I think the heat is what did it because it was all stomach. And she felt great today.
People are commenting how the Glera does it and how the Glera does this and the Glera does that and the Glera does this and how horrible he is. Well, Tracy says it. Where's all the hate for Tracy? There is none. Because they like chasing. So they don't need to throw hate at her. This is what I go through. But if it's someone you don't like, then everybody jumps on the bandwagon. And oh my God, Glera's the worst person in the world, and blah, blah, blah. And oh my God, Glera's so bad. But Chasing Truth, me and Chasing saw this last 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, about the video. We both agreed on a video. And we both did the exact same thing. Nobody made a video about Tracy. Only me. And it was the Glera, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. I do agree to. Oh God, I'm gonna agree with Laura. Jesus, what's wrong with this day? Um, see, the weekend jinx has not stopped. It's insane. Okay, I actually do agree with part of what she's saying. Part of what she's saying. It sucks my energy. Fibro sucks. Oh, yeah. Oh, Grandma Sherry, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. And that's got to be awful. I sit out here because I smoke cigarettes and I don't smoke in my house. And the kids aren't home, so I want to smoke. Um, but it kills. I've got fans running on top of me. I've got two big fans, patio fans that are on the house running on top of me. And it still don't matter. It is so freaking hot down here. But Laura, I do agree with part of what you're a bit a bit of what you're saying. But you ruin your point because you don't stop. It's not everybody. There are some that do that. There are a few that do that. But most people do yeah, think on their own.
Didn't say anything about, thank you, sarcastic. Didn't say anything about Tracy, even though she did the exact same thing.
But
nope, it was only about me.
Okay. But the difference probably, I didn't see the video, so I don't know. I didn't see the live that you're talking about that Clara did. Maybe it's in the presentation, the words used, because you and Tracy do completely different commentary. And so, yeah, it could be that. Did you ever think of that, Laura? I mean, there's no way they can be the exact same because you're two different people and you're going to do your commentary totally different. It could be about that. $104 is too much. Yeah, it is. Today
what's happening to him now.
Today we're all in the red. It's like, don't. It's supposed to be like what, 96, but it feels like it's 112. It's freaking insane. And my big ass fat furry cat wants to be right out here. He can't get out of the bird cage around the pool. But he just thinks he's a big cat because he's outside, but he's not really outside. He can't go nowhere. But he loves laying out in his seat. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. All right, Laura, start talking again.
And I don't get it. This is why it's fake outrage and fake hypocrisy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Tracy. Nobody says a word to you. Me and you can do and say the exact same thing. I'll get hate for it. You'll get praise. Exact same thing. That's the fake outrage.
Well, again, oh my God. I gotta agree with her again. Jesus. Okay, I partly agree with her on that too. There is that goes on. But Laura, again, I'm going to have to go back and watch that live because now I want to hear. I'm going to watch Tracy's and I'm going to watch yours, and I want to hear the commentary because I'm pretty sure it's going to be totally different. But okay.
Constantly talking about
for like the last 20 minutes of that situation, and it was rough to hear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you don't. It was.
mean, and that's my thing. To me, I didn't desire an apology.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kelly. I got to spend another $300 freaking dollars for a pool pump because it died on Saturday. Yeah, and you can't have an in-ground pool in this heat without the water circulating. So I had to order one, and I'm waiting for Harris Pool Supply to send it. That's who I always get my stuff from, but they got the best prices and the best warranties. But it needs to get here because the longer it takes, the more it's going to cost to clean the pool up. It's crazy how quick it turns in this heat. Crazy. And the kids are so upset they can't go swimming. And actually, I am too, because I turned the solar system to cooling, so it actually cooled it down. And it's so refreshing, but can't get in and out. Pissed me off.
Because I wasn't offended by that. Others were.
But to me, like, I went up there to talk shit, you talk shit, and it was over and done with. So to me, it was like, okay, but that's what I came up here for in the beginning. Is I think other people have experiences throughout their life, or in general, or they have their own, like you said, perspective.
Well, there's nothing deep about it. There's nothing deep about it. What happens to me, I can explain.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people who are making it something that I feel it is not.
Right. I mean, I can explain. I mean, alcohol doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's like I get drunk and I'm happy, whatever. And even if I'm sober and I'm on a panel and this happens,
wait a minute, you weren't happy, but okay.
So it really doesn't have anything to do with the drinking. I just don't really remember because of the drinking. But
well,
the issue is,
like, this is a personal thing with me. This is not for anyone else. But I find it so vile that a 50-year-old man can sit there and laugh like he's 21. I just can't. It's sad to me, and I don't know. That's a personal thing with me. I'm sorry, but yeah, I just can't.
What happens to me, and this is my own fault. This is absolutely my own fault because I keep doing it to myself. Where I'll end up on an open panel, and then when I feel like things are coming at me from all directions, I start going on the offensive. And I'll start telling everybody to go fuck off. You know what I mean? So that happened. And I put myself in that position. That's not anybody else's fault. I'm not trying to blame anybody else. I'm saying, I'm offering a reason rather than an excuse, if that makes sense. It's very...
This is just my opinion. In that situation, from the little part of the end that I did hear, I really think Morbid should have done you a solid and kicked you off. Like, it was...
I think Morbid was probably thinking of my well-being in his own way.
Guys, let me know if these fans are too loud or if they interfere. I'll turn them off.
Time his judgment was impaired as well. So I think what he was thinking of was, I had things to say, and let Will say what he's got to say. I think that was his mindset.
True crime. You said what was said about his sub was directed at the rest of us. That was uncalled for. It was an echo chamber.
No. I want to be very clear about something, because who's this person? None of Beeswax is saying.
No, that was True Crime Dad that said that. And I love True Crime Dad too.
I like True Crime Dad too. None of Beeswax is saying, Claire, you probably lost something because you told us I'm just trying to. I did. That's something I want to be very clear about. Something. That was not a drunken.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, impulsive drunken thing. When Morbid told me that's what happened on the phone yesterday, I was like, oh, cool, all right.
This comment by Ben Draymond is brilliant, and I totally agree. Let me ask the hard question. Why is the community so upset with MGL? She's just as bad, but when I saw it in Morbid was worse. In live making fun of someone who was challenged on camera. MGL, people can say what they want. She has never been like Morbid, ever.
Huh?
Ever. You may not like her.
Okay, you're right. She was never funny like Morbid is. But Molly has done some really awful shit. So yeah, I don't know all of Morbid's history. Haven't looked for it. Don't care. I left, so I don't know what all happened with that Wendy. I hope Forgotten. Yeah, just my restream sucks. It won't work. It won't let me play a video. And in order for me to put my picture back, I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I hate restream. I cannot wait to go back to StreamYard. Molly started her channel to attack an alleged victim. Molly mocked a woman and children that were murdered by her husband. Molly took pictures at a funeral of a tragedy of a little boy. Molly gets people fired from their jobs. She doxes people. She incites hate campaigns against people, harasses people. You tell me one victim or victim's family that she didn't do that to. Can you do that, Laura? I don't think so. A person can explain why they something, but it does not excuse it. Understanding one's own behavior is a must for growth. If you are not into growth, you will always feel attacked, and it's called guilt. Yeah, exactly. Well said. This is what Laura does that destroys her credibility. We know who MGL was. She advocated for a brutal SA assault on the mother of a missing child. Yeah, Hill, she sure did. She sure did. Hey, Queen Bella, that's fine. She turns everywhere and everything that they want her and turn it into adult content. Yeah. And you know what? Morbid is a whole different kind of stream also than MGL was. You're talking two different kind of creators.
Her style, you may not like her, but to compare her, no. Mm-mm. What do you mean about his laugh? That he's laughing, that he's drunk, like an 18-year-old would do. That's a personal thing with me. It just turns my stomach. Like, you get to a certain point in life, you grow up. You get past that 18-year-old mentality. And that's why I don't watch him, though. He just seems to be everywhere lately. But that's why I don't watch him.
Well, saves me from going live and have to talk about it on my live stream. But I was actually totally planning on that because I am.
I sped this up. Let me know if it's too fast. Laura literally blasted me on her STFD and listen community tab because I called her out for calling people pets. What? But she did do that. She does it all the time. You were telling the truth. Wow. She does that all the time. I've heard her say it about several people. And I'm sorry, but that is one thing you don't put out in the universe about somebody. That can have serious repercussions.
I am growing less and less with the drama thing, with the mix of drama and truth.
Can someone please tell Glera he fucking is Krama? He is not anything other than a Krama channel.
Okay, Laura, but do you understand what he's saying? He doesn't want to be part of it anymore. Maybe he's fed up. That's his right. He has a right to that opinion, just like you have a right to yours. But you don't listen to what's being said. You go in and skim through to grab parts that you can point out to make it seem what it wasn't really. He was at his breaking point. He was fed up. Maybe he doesn't want to be a part of all that. And again, that's his choice. Do I think it could have been handled differently? 1000%. But it wasn't me. And it wasn't you. It wasn't your situation. I mean, you either go in and watch him or you don't. That's your own personal choice. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but
someone needs to fill him in on reality.
I'm growing less and less patient with it, and even my role in it, it's grossing me out. And the reason why Queen Bee was such a focus on that was because her little minions were in the chat antagonizing me, and so I lashed out at those people in the chat. But
that's not on them. If you can't handle somebody commenting, that's on you.
Who's saying that I can't handle it?
yeah,
I did handle it.
Exactly, Petty Crocker. You can have fun in morbid streams. You really can. I mean, and it only takes a matter of minutes to find out that he's not there to try to really just go after anybody. I don't like people throwing the P word around without any proof. That's a serious accusation and should never be weaponized like it has. Exactly. Laura plays Twister all by herself. She twists everything. Yeah. Oh, my cat just wanted in. Now he wants back out. Sir Duke.
I'm saying, man, I said
you.
Exactly then when I was planning on doing
Oh, thunder.
I just didn't.
Great. Get range so that it makes it even worse outside.
But no, I don't regret that at all.
Do you know why she said it to Potty Mouth Mama? Weird criminals? Do you know why? And she was also drunk. So doesn't she get an excuse for being drunk like Lara does all the time?
I don't think that the way that you handled that was good because of, you were clearly highly intoxicated. And because Whistle Down has a clip of the.
Yeah.
See, right here is what I'm talking about. Right here. Everyone is worried about MGL being drunk once. And, welcome, Kim. Everyone's worried about MGL being drunk once 3 years ago and freaking out.
No, MGL's been drunk more than once. She's freaked out on a regular basis, and we also know she likes other things. And I'll leave it at that because people know. My issue with this is how subs are being manipulated and pulled. They should not have to make choices based on a creator's beef. Exactly. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. I'm thankful for each and every sub I have. Without subs, there wouldn't be YouTube. Without you guys, there wouldn't be YouTube. And I like it that people go around and watch other people. You can't be everywhere all the time, and you want to hear what's going on in other places. I mean, you just, it's crazy. You can't try to rule someone like that. Oh, Zoe, happy birthday. Mine's coming up in a couple weeks too. Yeah. Exactly, Beefbergs. Everybody doesn't like everybody, and that's fine. That's fine. That's how it's always been. I come from a really big family. My mom had, we had a family of 13. Unfortunately, there's several of us gone. 3 of my brothers and 2 of my sisters. So, 3 of my sisters, I'm sorry, I forgot about the baby, which was before my time. And I've got like 20, I want to say 28, 29 nieces and nephews, close to 30 great nieces and nephews, and probably 7 great nieces and nephews. So, yeah, I got a big family. We're everywhere. And there was at times you don't like each other always, and it's okay. But no one has, hey, K-Mash, no one has the right to tell anyone who to sub to. I mean, look at what happened when you do. And then the subs should not be involved. It's not on them. But how dare her say that this is worse than MGL? Get the hell out of here.
You still bring it up. What about all the shit that Galera has done drunk from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago? How come that?
Yep, I'm a Virgo. My birthday's September 1st. I was supposed to be having surgery. I'm going to try to delay it.
It's not okay. I'm sorry. How come that's okay? But everybody wants to bring up something Molly did when she was drunk.
Who's attacking Tone? No one gets attacked here. No one has attacked you here. Are you insinuating that's happening here or somewhere else? Oh, yeah, please. I don't want nobody being attacked. And true crime wouldn't attack you. She's a good mod. She's a good person.
Government, get over it. It was 3 fucking years ago.
Well, see, there you go again, Laura. You can't tell someone to get over something. You can't do that. Everybody has their own way of dealing with things. And it could take however amount of time it needs to take if it ever happens. But you can't tell someone that. How come you don't get over stuff? Maybe you should take your own advice.
I heard that portion and the ending.
Hey, Stargazer's mom.
Hang on. Let me finish here real quick.
Oh, another Virgo.
It wasn't the appropriate setting because of a lot of the things that you said there. While some of it are your truths, I'm sure it was the attack on your subs.
Yeah, I love it when my birthday falls on Labor Day on September 1st. I love it when it falls on that. Gives me an excuse not to acknowledge the birthday and just do the Labor Day.
That's what the previous commenter said. They just felt like you're attacking your own subs in that situation.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Wishful.
I'm being honest. I mean, I'm not. I don't regret saying what I said. So, I mean, if that makes me a bad person or a bad creator or whatever, I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, if there's not an appropriate setting, if Morbid's setting is not an appropriate one, I don't know what is.
Well, and that brings me back here to Ben Dreaman's question. Let me ask the hard question then. Why is the community so upset with MGL? She's just as bad. But what I saw in Morbid was way worse. In live, making fun of someone who was challenged on camera. I think that the reason you have to ask yourself, Ben Dreaman, who went.
Okay, now see, I've heard from so many people And it's kind of split. Some say they weren't picking on that girl, Wendy. I left then, so I mean, I seen a little bit of it, but I left, so I don't know what happened after I left. And then others are saying no, he was actually very nice and supportive to her, and share. I did see he shared her Cash App. What's you guys' take on that? Your birthday was always first day of school growing up. Symphony gets so mad about her birthday because her birthday falls a week before school starts. So then we end up having to have another party so she can invite some of her friends that she made this year in school. So this year we're just going to call it a little luau. It's just going to be something little because I did the birthday thing. Oh my God, what a day. I did the birthday thing, and then we're taking them to Legoland and stuff, hopefully at the end of the month. So hopefully. Um, yeah, exactly. If you don't want to watch him, don't watch him. If he's not your cup of tea, you know. Yeah, lots of September celebrations. Great month. Best people born. Oh, y'all hear that thunder? We are good to go in the house. Heck, it might make my internet. Well, no, it's not the internet. It's restream. So, yeah, that won't matter. Restream, you suck.
NGL, things like that. What NGL did, the trans bashing, the way that she trans bashed and attacked that class was a lot.
Okay, now, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Molly never attacked an entire, I want to say genre, but it's not genre, an entire group of people. She
What?
attacked Mallory. That's it.
No.
So
What? That's it? Laura, where the hell you been? Come out that little bubble. Oh my God. You've been drinking the MGL Kool-Aid, haven't you? What flavor? Lime? Sounds like it.
that she trans bashed everybody? No.
Hey, YouTube Duckery.
She trans bashed Mallory. That was it. So if I'm wrong about this,
that was it.
Someone correct me with proof, but I don't think I am because she never said.
You're wrong. There's tons of proof. What? You keep asking for proof. It's out there. You've been on panels when she's done it. But yeah, you know, one of the worst. She should have never said the stuff she did. I don't like Mallory. I don't watch Mallory. I will review her if she does something, which she hasn't been. To me, she's just a grifter. But look, and a tragedy pimp, like the rest of them. Like, you know, you. Anyway, that was one of the worst. Molly, you can't. Okay. Yeah.
Anything about any other trans person, it was only against Mallory. That was it.
That wasn't bad enough?
Why she called out MGL chat is greeting a woman.
Wait a minute. That wasn't bad enough? Because she didn't include every single transgender person in the world? It wasn't bad enough, right? That's what you're saying? Okay.
A week or two ago shouted, fuck transgenders, fuck them. And who are they? And who said that, Granny?
Yeah, who said that?
Granny, who said that?
Yeah, tell me.
No, you're not blocked. At least not yet.
There you go. Hey, Sofa King, do not disagree with Laura because she'll pull a BHB on you and block your ass. Why even have people come into your chat if you're just going to block people? You want an echo chamber? You know what you're bitching about here? Because it sounds to me like that's exactly what you want. Don't disagree. Don't have a different opinion because you'll get blocked. That's an echo chamber, Laura.
Weird criminals. I'm going to say this to you once and only once, okay? If you have something to actually say, then great, say it. But if you're going to sit here and constantly be negative and put down other people, that's not going to happen. She did only trans bash Mallory, but I can see what other. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're stating that she trans bashed everybody, and that's not true.
Okay.
Who's TT?
That's not the only thing Molly did, though.
I don't know what TT is. TT to me is truthfully Trisha. But if she's in chat and they're all welcoming, yeah, that's fucked up.
Dookie, now you want back in. Are you kidding me?
I actually spoke out against MGL trans fashion. I've never, I can't remember a time I've ever defended MGL. But even if people are saying, well, nobody's saying you defended her, but she was called out on it. Even though I don't like Mallory at all, I think Mallory's terrible.
No, weird criminal. I actually don't like an echo chamber, but I don't want assholes in here either. So
No. Yes, you do want an echo chamber, Laura. You don't want anybody to disagree with you or to have a different opinion. You'll block them if they do. I get you not want a-holes in your chat. Nobody does. But that's not it. You don't want no one to have a different opinion most times. And that's why there's so many blocked. I have 3 people blocked. And I think 2 of them, I know for one is just a troll. And I think the other one might be too. But the one is someone that needs to be blocked from, But yeah, you can't just go blocking everybody. That creates an echo chamber.
hate to Queen Bee or something.
But, you can talk about something other than the fact that she's trans. There's plenty of other things to talk about as far as she goes that you don't have to
Soper King.
being trans. It has nothing to do with anything. So, no, I don't.
So this is where I got to stick up.
Hey, Nanya.
Mallory is an asshole. Mallory went as low as you can go, and then Mallory hid behind the fact that she's trans bashing, blah, blah, blah. Big fucking deal. So MGL got pissed and said things to Mallory. She doesn't go after an entire trans bashed against a class. Thank you. I couldn't think of that word, class. But that's what I'm saying. She didn't trans bash against a class. She trans bashed against Mallory. And honestly, I don't even think it was that bad. It could have been a lot worse. Like a lot worse.
What? Did you not hear what she said? I know I had that clip on my channel somewhere. You've got to be kidding me. You don't think it was that bad? So you were okay with it? Have you watched the same Molly that we watched? I don't think you have. Because it wasn't even just that. It was a lot of things. That just was the topping, the icing on the cake. It was disgusting. It was bad.
I don't know why she's even using that as an analogy or an example.
Can I ask, what are they talking about, though? I mean, I came into the stream fairly late. Somebody was made fun of?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember someone being made.
Okay, I can clarify that. So he brought on Wendy, who in Morgan's old channel when he was Misery, Wendy was a regular, and Wendy is known because she was known on the Howard Stern show. She was a guest on the Howard Stern show quite a bit, and she was referred to as Wendy the retard back then when it was not so un-PC to use that word.
Okay, it was never okay to use the word.
Back when she was on the Howard Stern show, yes, that's what they used. That's what they called her. That's what the segment was known for. What part I did see, now this is just what I seen. I didn't see the whole live. I didn't see them. I don't know. I got a different take on what little bit I did see. But it's just my opinion. I don't know.
He was Howard Stern. He really did. He still does. So, Morbid was never bad to Wendy at all, but he does exploit her. No different than Howard Stern exploited her. No different than Howard Stern.
Oh, no doubt. Howard Stern did exploit the hell out of her. No doubt. No, I'm not okay with her name. That was disgusting, her being. But like I said, I left, and what I did see, it didn't seem like he was taking, I don't know, he shared her Cash App. That's what I seen. And like I said, I left then. So did it get bad? Did any of you guys see it? Did they do something? Because I'm hearing different points. I'm hearing some say, yeah, but honestly, more that was in there said, no, it wasn't like that. So, I don't know.
Midget fucking bowling. But that was Howard Stern's thing, but it was in the 80s. So somehow Morbid got a hold of Wendy. Morbid thinks he's Howard Stern, or try to be Howard Stern. I don't think he does anymore, but back then he did. And honestly, he does exploit her. Just because you do something in a nice way doesn't mean you're not exploiting her. He does.
Well, that's true.
But that doesn't mean he's not good to her, or he's not nice to her.
But he was actually very kind. He put up her Cash App. He raised money for her. He's always been very kind to Wendy, and so nobody was making fun of her and making fun of her.
No, I know that's what Stern called her, but one, it was the 80s, and Morbid's not Howard Stern. Howard Stern was Howard Stern. You can't copy what he does with his people, with his schlick, I guess you want to call it shtick, but that was Howard Stern's thing. That's not Morbid. That's my point.
Not have been tolerated.
Okay. Nora, he pretty much can do what he wants to do. It's his channel. So if he wants to try to do a show similar to him, he really can. I mean, it's his channel. You don't have to watch.
I would think so, because I don't remember one instance where Morbid was making fun of Wendy at all. She's just always been a supporter of him. They have a somewhat of a relationship, and if he comes off as patronizing to her, or it's because she's slow and he has to speak to her a certain way. But it's kind of hard to tell the difference when Morbid is being genuine and when he's being condescending. And he was not being condescending to her to make fun of her. He was being condescending to her because that's how you have to communicate with her, because she is
no, what? No. Okay. Claire, he had to be condescending to her because that's how you have to communicate with her? What? You don't have to be condescending to anybody. Maybe you should have used a better choice of words. I'm going to go back and look on Morbid's channel because, like I said, I left and I didn't see the rest. I want to see it for myself because I'm hearing so many different opinions on it. But I didn't like those words. I mean, you don't have to be condescending to someone. You should have chose different words.
So Brianna says, for me, it's very simple. Queen subs were point blank told to fuck off because he doesn't want us, so I fucked off.
Yeah.
Why does that comment go over everyone's head? I don't understand why that just went over everyone's head. Thank you, government. You got it. Like, she's not slow. She doesn't have mental illness. Like,
I want to read your comment.
It just made me cringe.
Just because someone sees a similarity in personalities, that's Morbid's fault? Question mark. He should just pretend to be someone else because he's similar to Howard Stern and Laura doesn't like it? Question mark. What? Question mark. Exactly. I mean, don't watch it then. If it's so offensive to you, don't watch it. I mean, Morbid doesn't hide what his streams are going to be about, and you can have some serious, you can have fun in there, but it also, as you see, can get out of control. But again, that's everybody's choice. That's an individual's choice. Hi, Twinkles. I feel he was passive aggressive. His tone of voice was like talking to a 3-year-old. But this area is my pet peeve, so I'm not biased. So, okay. Morbid was nice to Wendy and is friendly with her family, but by nature, it is somewhat exploitive. Good point, Allie. Yeah. See, that's what I saw, that he was being nice to her, but then, like I said, I left, so. But Laura's got all, she claims she didn't watch it, but she did watch it because, did she go up on panel that night? Because she comes in there and goes on panel. I don't know if she did or not. But I am going to go back and watch it. Like my ex, when I would get upset, I have to talk to you like that. You only understand when I'm yelling, being a blank slate. Red flag, yeah. If you got to yell and scream and cuss, to me, that's when you go to name calling and saying things I just don't, like I said, I'm old school and I don't think are appropriate for a man to say it to a woman, especially in anger. But that's just my opinion. You lose credibility. I mean, because he was trying to make his valid points, what he felt was a valid point. My problem with Morbid is there should be a line on YouTube. If there isn't, why do we call out anybody? True. That's true. Yeah, I listened to Howard Stern and they call her that. And yes, they was a little cringy, but they were nice to her. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it too. I remembered it, but yeah. I guess that's a matter of an individual's interpretation of what they're hearing or reading. Everybody sees things differently, and that's great because that's what makes the world go round.
Good egg. I agree with that too.
Fair enough. Cool. I mean, I'm not upset about it. That was my doing. That's what I said. And I was going to say it anyway. I don't particularly care for Queen Bee, but
okay, but you don't have to say that.
In comparison to the company that she's kept for a long time.
Again, to me, that's a personal feeling. And given the circumstances, you didn't have to continue with that. But, it's your choice. I mean, it's your feelings and you're entitled to them. But sometimes you're not entitled to shove them in everybody's face. And that's what seems to be going on.
Are the people that I have the most issues with. And I realized that Queen Bee made a very, she was very fortunate by making a clean break from what she was doing originally.
I got to mute for a second, guys.
She was I had to take accountability for anything that I ever said, and I had to prove to my community that I was not with the stuff that Critical K does, and I had to show them. Now, Queen Bee got to just bail out of that. Any receipts of the things that she was saying in her chat, the things that she was approving as a moderator, the things that she was deleting as a moderator, all of that stuff went clean gone once Critical K lost her original channel. And there's no receipts to prove it because the channel's gone. So, I mean, it is what it is.
But didn't you say on Morbids you had all the receipts? Isn't that what you said? It sounds to me like you still have some really sour feelings about whatever the situation was that happened back then. That's what it sounds like to me. And it came to a head. And you just really, I don't know. I just don't think this was necessary. But
she never had to even face it. She never even had to deal with it. Maybe a couple people in private, she said, well, I was this way, but now I'm not. And that's cool. With her content, she's not done the dirty shit that she did with Critical K. And that's fine. I'm not that anymore. But the company that she keeps are really, really, I'm just not going to go name calling here. But
can I say something though? As a newer person to YouTube, I don't think they hear about it here. And I'll be honest, people's history and me frustrates the shit out of me.
I want to stop this. I'm going to read this comment. I'm going to take you guys in the house because it is really raining. If he stands by his choices and actions, then I feel like that harms no one. They can pull a Laura and don't watch what you don't like. People who interact know who he is. It's not like unsuspecting. True. That's true. People or it's not like it's unexpected. People or families, it's very different to me. His interaction is on YouTube. Yeah. I went in and watched yesterday. He had a lot of people in his live. I wanted to see what he was going to say, and he had Morbid up. I mean, I just stayed for the whole thing. I'm having a real hard time getting the schedule worked out with the school schedule and stuff. It's just totally thrown me off. My husband's hours have changed too. Now he even works later. It's everything. I got to get a whole new schedule routine.
Yeah, because number one, most of us don't know the history, right? Also, when I think that people get along and then I find out there's 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, out 10 years of history and beef, it is beyond frustrating me. Because I personally, if I don't like somebody, you absolutely know that I don't like them. I don't roll with them, I don't fuck with them, I don't deal with them, I don't fuck with them at all. And I keep that energy no matter what. There is no greater good that I'm going to stand next to somebody if I don't mess with them.
That's why.
It's frustrating to watch people because it feels very fake and phony. And I'm just being real for anybody. And this isn't just to you or to me or anybody else, right? This is in general. It feels fake and phony to be able to put those things to the side for the greater good and your good.
That's why.
Around and all of a sudden there's this long-standing beef years and years and years. And then that history is spewed out on everybody else.
Whoa. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop this for a second to go in the house. Got to go in the house. It's thundering too bad. $1,700. It better be cool in here.
Why are subs being treated like they're fucking property? This is what I don't understand. This has driven me nuts for the longest time. Subs are not property. You are a sub. Clara, I am a sub. Good Onion's a sub. Deeps is a sub. We're all subs. Stop treating them like they're fucking property. There are people in here that go to people I don't even know exist, and vice versa. There are many people in here that watch Queen Bee. There's many people in here that watch Amanda Lynn. There's people in here that watch Randy and Wendy. There's people in here that watch Morbid. There's people in here that watch the Jonesin. There's people all over the place. Why are subs being treated like they are property? They're nobody's property. Oh, don't watch me if you watch Queen Bee. That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard in my entire life. Why are subs being talked to like that? Subs are free to go wherever the fuck they want to go. And they shouldn't have to feel like they can't go here, or they can't say they like this person, which, believe me, people do that to me all the time. They can't say they like me because they might lose subs. The fuck out of here. We don't own subs. People want to see me.
Lori, you're right a little bit. There are some that will do that. But again, a lot of people do it because of your actions, Laura, your own words and your behavior. And someone said about Betty and Dolly haven't gone after a family for a year now. Have you been watching Betty? I mean, she's putting out stuff about the Idaho case, about the victims that she doesn't need to put out there. That has no bearing whatsoever. Um, she gets a lot of things wrong. Still, I mean, in our backyard there was suitcases found with remains in them, and she couldn't even get that right. But yeah.
Get mad. This shit makes me mad because I have this attitude for a long time, and I have 200 people, and these fucking morons that own subs have 1,000 people. Make it make sense. Just make it make sense. For lack of a better way to say this, tragedy pimps. Fucking JLR has 70,000 subs. When the fuck did that happen? Why did that happen? It goes back to what I said originally. Subs want to be treated like shit. That's why you have 1,000 people in a sub where a creator never even fucking acknowledges chat. Or you have JLR with 70,000 fucking subs. Holy shit.
Okay. Most creators I know, they acknowledge their chat. I don't feel that way. Subs are everything, because you know what? Without subs, there would be no channels. If you don't have people watching you, nobody owns subs. I don't own my subs. I don't treat them like that. What they do is their business. But you're right. Some people do. Unfortunately, just a little of what she's saying is right. And unfortunately, there are ones that don't do anything but go by what the creator says or what they see in chat, and they just go ahead and go along. It does happen.
I got sick of it. It got gross to me. It got overwhelmingly gross to me after it was already gross, and I kept doing it like you just explained. I don't like it. I always keep that same energy as you just put it. And in that case, I have not been, and it was grossed me out. And then I got to a point where I was just like, I'm just going to take a clean break and rip the Band-Aid off, and I know I'm going to lose subs, and that's okay. I'm not here for the numbers. Yeah, he started when I came in this community. I had like 5,000 or 6,000. I know when Chasing Truth came in the community, she had like 26,000. I think you're at 40 or something, right? Between me and Chasing, JLR started at 0 with Molly. And he's at 70,000, and he's got more than me and fucking Chasing Truth combined. How is this even possible? I don't know. I truly don't know.
How many?
Amber, you would think. That's what I'm saying. I acknowledge my chat.
How many? So I don't look at him. I don't look him up. I don't know if he's getting a ton of views and stuff. How many active or inactive subs does he have? You know, who knows? JLR's a fruit basket. But yeah, no. I actually don't get that one either. But hey, Mama Smita. When JLR has more of a following than Laura, you'd think she'd finally get she's just not a likable person. Yeah, she's clearly upset about it. None has ever got on to me. And I'm everywhere, but I don't go anywhere I'm not wanted. Yeah. When you go into a chat, if nobody's receptive and the chat's not friendly and the creator's not friendly, it's not comfortable to be there. I know where I belong and where I don't. Yeah. JLR isn't worth the toilet paper. I wipe my butt with. Can't stand the little prick. Yeah, me neither. I don't watch him. And he does some goofy shit. Laura just gets on here and bitches. I'm sorry, but that's what she does. I go and chat with whomever I want in any chat, no matter the creator. I'm there to chat with people I like. Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like, she can't fault him. He's standing on what he's done and what he said. He's standing on it. You got to give him that. He's entitled to those feelings. Delivery sucked, but he's entitled. I got where he was coming from. It just went sideways real quick. But yeah, no one likes a sub don't like being treated like crap. No, they don't, and they shouldn't be. Because Laura, you need to face it too. Without subs, you don't have a channel. And you do want a kind of an echo chamber because you get upset if anybody doesn't agree with you.
That's not what people want. These people have 1,000. Galera gets 600 people in his lives. Okay.
I'm here I've always said this on my channel. I want quality subscribers, not quantity. I have always said that, and I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that.
He has always said that.
I am an asshole to those that are assholes to me. That's
what?
When I become an asshole. Good Nunya sits on Queen Bee's panel all the time, but I respect her. And I would never tell her, we'll go back to Queen Bee's panel. I would never do that.
Yes, you would.
Disrespect me. I wouldn't disrespect her.
But yes, you would. And you will.
If you come in here,
you do it to.
Same thing with Good.
You do it to everyone.
I was really good friends with her. I wouldn't say it if she doesn't disrespect me. But if you come into my house and you disrespect me, well, don't cry when I yell at you. Or don't cry when I'm rude to you. Don't be rude to me and I won't be rude to you.